Hello everyone, Kenty Tiger here with Bengali Engineering and Play. We are back in Space Engineers. We're continuing on in the kind of, I want to call it the final touches for the big battleship here. And I'm discovering a lot of bells and whistles and really neat toys and everything that I'm wanting to incorporate. But, having said that, let me go ahead and read my list to you. So, catwalks, gotta have some catwalks out there. Remote control, I do not have one of those yet. Jump drives. Completely forgot jump drives. How could you have a battleship this size and not have jump drives? So, oops. So I gotta put jump drives in. Projector. So, the idea behind the projector is that it will be able to repair damage as the damage. So if I lose sections, then it'll have the most updated blueprint in it, and it will be able to project, and then the build and repair system can actually build and repair. So, so that's my list of 4 items there. So catwalks, remote control, jump drives, and projector, and so whip. If you have not played, I think it's whips. If you have not played through, so there's 2 folks that you absolutely, if you play any sort of serious space engineers, there's 2 workshop pages that you have to go to, and that's whips. Whip just has the neatest stuff, and Digi. Gotta either one of those. I mean, they just have the neatest stuff. I mean, Shastool and Sectan, all those. There's a lot of folks out there that has some really good stuff. But anyway, so I have a lot of information that I really want to get in front of me, whether it be the pilot or otherwise. And shields is one. Unknown signal. But let me go ahead and get some energy. Whoops, that was the wrong button. All right. So there was a gizmo. Let me see if I can find it. This here, attachment base. Even got the projector on the screen here. So let's go ahead and turn off this. So this could turn out to be really cool. All right. Then I'll show you where I'm going with this. So this block here is taken up by this. So here's what I want to do, or really what I want to see if I can do, is put 1, 2, 3. so we'll start on the sorry, getting a little ahead of myself here. We want to do the curved. I want to see if... Hey, look at that! This is 2, and this one is going to be BTS. Which is now a numerical showing of this. Rosen. Oops. That clearly didn't work. Let's turn that off and turn it back on and see what happens. Well, I apologize everyone for being so quiet here. It's just I'm totally experimenting, trying to figure out everything. All right, so horizon and possibly there we go. All right, so that one is definitely tweaking. So we could get rid of this panel. Okay, so what else do we need there? Damage display, maybe? Trying to think of what is something else that is useful. Alright, so I'm gonna change this one here to actually be, before I do that, let me go ahead and put same kind of info over here on this side. Whoops. One more down here in the corner. So what this panel is, I think it was Digi who made this. It is an interconnector from large grid to small grid, and it is just absolutely fantastic. You can see here it not only can do conveyors, pull conveyors across, but it can also do blocks. So the blocks are really what I wanted to use. I wanted to have a lot of information condensed into a reasonably small space, and so this was the way to do it. So text panel 10, I want the artificial horizon here. So we're going to do, this is, yeah, that's text panel 3, so this one's actually going to be text panel 4. Alright, let me try to start programming these guys. So this is navigator. So this is the first one. Let me make sure. Yes. Alright, that is indeed working. Nav 2. And that's, I don't know what that one's going to be. This one is nav 4, and that's artificial horizon. Maybe that will come up when we... Alright, let me get rid of this. Alright, so there's the artificial horizon. That one is ultimately going to go away. I don't know why that's all freaking out like that. Might be that grid change thing. And then it stops and gets normal. Good, that one came on as well. So I'm trying to think of what other information is really handy to have right there. Jump drives. But, alright, so we know this works. So the goal here was to put in a display system that actually put a lot of information right here in front, and really kind of awesome. So oh, target information. Which should be this one here. Pilot, this is 5 speed bench. Awesome. Alright, and then do the same thing over here for this one. Pilot, this is navigator. Bing! Alright. And then we'll put the jump drive information up here, and I truly have no idea what we're going to put here. Maybe ice and oh, that one doesn't work so well anymore. Probably display ice and uranium. I just have to find where that is. Actually, I have it on the miner. So let me, do we want to put that up here? Question is, can I see that one? No. So I can see that one, but I cannot see that one. So we'll kill that one. Make this look a little nicer. There's half of me that wants to put stuff out here, but I just no reason. 8, 1. So once again, we're taking possession of everything. Yes. And down here at the bottom, inventory. Inventory list ice. So this is actually what? Let's see. Oh, that was not what I wanted. X. I know that makes absolutely no sense right now, but we'll get there. All right, so pilot 1, 2. This is now a 3 and a 5. One, 2, 3. So this is panel 4. Now, at some point, there's probably too many. So this is containers. Actually, you know what? Do that. What I want to do, starboard. There's, in fact, the two that I wanted right there. Status 1. How much uranium is too much or not enough? So there's 5 million. Or is 1 million a better number? And 1 million ice. So this is all containers on this grid. So it does not go beyond couplers. But there is the possibility this may not work across the grids. So it is an attached grid, but I'm not getting any response that this is actually working, which makes me think maybe it won't work. Alright, let's see if this is what you think it is. Yep, that was it. So, what color do we make this? Green? Want it green? Now, unfortunately, this is going to be a little misleading because if I do the oxygen tanks, it's going to be reading all of the oxygen tanks, even the ones down in the hangar bay that are used for depressurization. So that's kind of not what I wanted. Jump drives. Okay, yep, so the tanks, oxygen tanks, are going to be showing a little bit wonky, and jump drives. Alright, so let me change gears just a little bit. So this is 1, yes. This should be 2. This is 3. This is text panel nav for status 1 LCD. We are going to make this green. And text panel nav 6 status 2 LCD, and we don't actually have anything on this panel yet. Alright, but we do want the same information from pilot status 1. So that was a control A, control C, and then nav status 1, control V. That should take a second, and then, right, good. Alright, so Control F5, or sorry, Shift F5, Control B to take another snapshot. That one really doesn't need to be there, but it's kind of neat. Alright, so remote control is easy. So the question is, where do we want to put that? There's part of me that wants to put it like right there. There's the remote control. There we go. Remote control. Okay. So one of the interesting contentions when it comes to Smilodon, and I'm going to go ahead and rename this because this battleship is just, I love leopards, but Battleship is just too large to be a leopard. So then the question is it Smilodon or Smilodon? And it really depends on what school you're from and who you're talking to and what articles you read. So apparently those two names are somewhat interchangeable. I don't believe they are, but so I was taught with Smilodon instead of Smilodon, but I've seen it in both ways. So we're gonna say Smilodon because that way we can cheat and call him Smiley. So let's go ahead and change. We'll graduate to several size larger cats. Smilodon. Okay. And the last thing we need to do is go up here and change our antenna. All right. Okay, remote control. We can mark that off our list. So, jump drives, I think, are going to be reasonably easy. The real question is where the heck to put them. So, I'm going to go ahead and go out here. One of the other scripts I was actually thinking about trying, there's an airlock script, and apparently as long as you name your airlock door pairs according to the syntax that the script wants, then they'll work automatically. So that was kind of one of the interesting things. All right, so let's do some F8 playing around. So here's options. We could put them under here, which is really to say put them, you know, on this side of things. So remember that, okay, there's two types of, there's mods out there that have mini jump drives, which are one block, and they're really cool because they don't take up a whole lot of space. The regular jump drives are 3x3x2, so pretty big as far as space management goes. So the question is, where do we put them? Can't really put them in here because we need all the room we can get in the hangar bay. We have hangars there, so that's not ideal. So let's go ahead and go aft. We could potentially remove a layer of batteries and put two jump drives here, which would then make the roof down to here. So here's a the shield room is a possibility, and then we have reactors back here, and we have a 3x3 space right here, 3x3x2. So we could have two jump drives here. All right, so gotta find, oops, Kenti blocks, jump drive. Okay, we don't need that one though. Okay, why? The heck? Okay, why the hell is that? Whoa. I have no idea how I got this far away this quickly. It's in the aft end of the ship here. Whoa, that's... We'll turn that off. We'll do a frozen. All right. Oh, that doesn't fit there. Oops. I did not realize. So then is this just wasted space, or do we actually do something with this? Well, alright. So let's turn that over. Jump drive 1. Drive 2. So the real question is how many jump drives is too many? I don't know why this little corner is here. Alright, so let's do okay. Aft port. The other one. Starboard. Alright, now just for fun, I would really like to figure out alright. So do I have the put the control panel forward, huh? There's 1, 2, 3. What did I call these? O1? Huh, I guess, because these are in a line. Close the door. T. Can't really do anything here. I think the forward shield room is... I definitely can't do anything in here. This is was originally storage and then became the PRS room. Equalizing. So yeah, can't really put any in here. Without moving those guys. I don't know if these are in use. Yep, that's definitely in use, and that one's in use. Alright, so can't put any here. It is possible that we can put some more. There may be room in the forecastle. Medical bay. The advantage to having multiple jump drives is that they will use the charge across all of them to complete your jump. So if you have 5 jump drives and it takes the equivalent of 1 jump drive of charge to cover the distance that you wanted, then all of the jump drives are down to 80%, which means it only has to charge 20% before you can use them again. So there are a lot of advantages, unless things have changed dramatically, there's a lot of advantages to having multiple jump drives. Now, how many is too many is another very logical question. So the other question is, do I put these sideways or do I put them upright? Now, if I put them sideways, that means I need to change some things here. So let us make some changes. So that goes, that possibly goes. Okay, once again, naval tradition, that's pronounced forecastle. Forecastle. The slur over time was derived from forecastle. So the forecastle is actually the front of the ship, the frontmost portion of the ship. All right. Having put that in, we do have to go outside and do a couple things. We also have to do the removal of that and the removal of that. The other unfortunate side of things here is that now I have a window that is partially obstructed by this monster. Alright, and I need to find, there's the control panel, so this is the starboard side. So that is now there. This will be the port side, or sorry, the starboard side. I'm totally backwards. So port side, forward, and we'll go ahead and name this forward port. And finally, forward, starboard. All right, Control A, transfer to me, yes. Then we'll go down here and figure out everything. We have jump drives here. So we are going to create a group called jump drives. We're going to save. We're going to leave them on the toolbar. And the reason for that is obviously you want to trigger them at some point and then off. Okay, so that marks off jump drives. Projector really is the last of the project. So this was a F6 here, and I'm gonna back out. Oh, this was forecastle, and it's these things that I want to cover. So Control F6. So I know this is a little bit OCD kind of stuff, but I like to cover, even though these are armored, I like to cover those things. Oh, drat. I didn't realize I had turned mirroring off. So, oops. So what did I do for this one? I think it was, yeah, okay. so that should have connected everything in. Looks like it. Then 8. All right, and then finally, oops. So I did something a little different on the other side. I just remembered. To make that look like it's actually mounted there. Alright, so Shift F5, and I think this is a good place. First save of the Battleship Smilodon. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping off screen, which is really to say clean up this particular folder right here. And let me see, I guess I have catwalks and the projector left, and then a little more housekeeping on the bridge. And getting the last of the displays set up for whatever they are ultimately going to be. So, having said that, thank you for watching, and this is Kenty Tiger signing off. We'll catch you next time.